first story on the docket, first order of business, shall I say. We got a massive story about the end of a big manga. Yes, people, a major staple that's been around for quite a few years now is coming to an end. And if you're like me, you're like, well, that's not a shocker. It feels like every manga is ending lately. Like, it's not a joke. It's not something that I'm just kind of, no, a lot of manga have ended over the last few years, and a lot of manga are no longer going as long as they used to. Like, dog, manga back in the days, if you had a hit, they made sure, stretch that shit to the moon and back. You know what I'm saying? You got a hit, keep it going. Nowadays, it's like, yo, we got a hit and we could get more of a bang for our buck if we keep it as short as possible. So make the short hits. And apparently that seems to be the case because Hiro Mashima has another manga that has entered its final arc. Eden Zero by Hiro Mashima is entering its final arc in Weekly Shonen Magazine, starting in issue 6. So pretty much since issue 6, Weekly Shonen Magazine will be going with the final arc of Eden Zero. And I'm not even gonna lie, part of me feels like maybe in particular with this case, it's probably a little bit more appropriate simply because Eden Zero, if I'm not mistaken, has like 220 plus chapters out as of the recording of this video. And opposed to something like Fairy Tail, I'm not too sure about Raid Master, but definitely Fairy Tail, Eden Zero has not come close to the popularity of Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail, I followed the weekly sales. I seen that it was selling at one given point 300,000 plus first week. Like, Fairy Tail was a mainstream smash. Eden Zero, it does anywhere from 20,000 to 40,000 first week for sales of a new volume, and that's pretty much it. So in terms of like a success or anything like that, like, it also has already an anime. It's out on Netflix. There's a season 1, season 2 is on the way, and nothing has really moved the needle to get to like 6 figures and on first week of sales. So probably for especially a veteran manga author like Hiro Mashima is not, some newbie that like, 20, 30, 40,000 first week is amazing. Like, this is a legend that has had already multiple successful hits and does a lot of other things. Probably is like, alright, dog, we 200 plus chapters. Fairy Tail 200 plus chapters was moving the needle. We was doing crazy sales. Eden Zero, it's great from what I hear. In fact, I hear that it makes Fairy Tail look like Winnie the Pooh in terms of storytelling and writing, because it seems that Hiro Mashima really pulled the trigger and did a lot of crazy stuff with Eden Zero, especially from what I'm hearing after season 1. So yeah, it's a shame that it feels like this is supposedly Hiro Mashima, one of his best works with Eden Zero, but it's still coming to an end. It's in its final arc. Again, final arc could be whatever the author wants it to be, or shall I say whatever the publication allows the author for it to be, because if the publication is like, yo dog, run free, go have a blast, and Eden Zero could go for another 5 years, I realistically think we're heading into 2023 and we're heading into the final arc. I'm gonna say no more than 2025, and from the sounds of it that Hiro Mashima is already working on another manga, I'm gonna guess that probably by 2024 Eden Zero will be done. I'm giving it to 2025. I'm gonna say by 2024, maybe even 2023, depending on how quick Hiro Mashima wants to wrap this up and also how much left he has to go with Eden Zero. But it's kind of crazy, and I'm curious what his next adventure is going to be. I'm gonna just be straight up with Eden Zero going into the final arc and getting ready to end. I want his next manga to be a radical departure, because Raid Master, Fairy Tail, and Eden Zero all have a lot of commonalities. There's characters that cross over. With his next series, ideally, I would like, okay, leave the Fairy, Rave, Eden's verse alone. Let's not get another Plu. Let's not get an Erza redraw. Like, let's get something completely fresh. And I'm not meaning his art style, because obviously the man's art style is the man's art style. Some people, they can't change the way their art style is, but they can make some more refreshing, exciting, and just in general new to look at characters for their next work. And that's what I'm hoping Hiro Mashima does. I don't want no more, don't get me wrong, I love Lucy Hall. I love me some Lucy Hall failure though, I'm just saying, but I'm good on Lucy, I'm good on Erza, I'm good on Gray, I'm good on Natsu, I'm good on all of those character designs that he even reused for Eden Zero. And by no means am I trying to crap on Eden Zero. I actually like it. The first season was awesome. I read the first season's worth of the manga as well. It's pretty dope, but yeah, I would love something fresh from Hiro Mashima, something that we haven't seen before from the man, the myth, the legend himself, because I respect Hiro Mashima a lot. He's a hustler, he's a worker, he gets it done. Shoutouts to Hiro Mashima. And yeah, people, Eden Zero is starting its final arc in Weekly Shonen Magazine issue number 6. Hiro Mashima, baby. Like, yo, I'm looking for that next one already. I don't even know. I feel like almost, because I'm not caught up with Eden Zero, it'll probably be one of those things where, oh, Eden Zero ends in 5 chapters. Oh, okay, let me go catch up and read it now and see how it all plays out and catch up. Like, that's probably what I'm going to do. Or go with the anime, but the anime is going to take a long time. So I might just go and marathon the manga when it's close to wrapping up. Makes sense, doesn't it? Next up, okay, people, before we get started, quickly hit that subscribe button and that bell to get notified. We drop new episodes of FORNEVER News every Saturday, 12 p.m. EST, and throughout the week, we re-upload those segments for your viewing pleasure. I don't want to waste your time. Let's get into the episode, baby. Let's take a new peek at My Hero Academia's manga and see what's going on, because a lot of people say, yo, manga fell off, the anime ain't popping, all that. Well, let's see if the manga sales are reflective of the word that's been circulating about My Hero Academia falling off. Now, we have from the very beginning until now, and shocking shocker, despite the fact that a lot of people have been lately attacking the My Hero Academia manga, saying it's boring, it fell off, this arc ain't good, and the anime as well, saying, you know, Bones dropped the ball. In 2022, My Hero Academia has already sold more volumes than several of its other years, because I like to look at, because we already see, like, okay, each volume is progressively going up. I think the biggest and highest selling volume of My Hero Academia so far in Japan was volume 33 that was released the first volume of 2022. Basically, the biggest selling volume of My Hero Academia happened this year. But even more so than that, let's take a look, right? First year it's out, 2015. It comes out, I believe it comes out October 2014. So 2015 is the first year that it starts putting out volumes. It does 2 million copies in 2015. Then the anime starts airing somewhere early 2016, and boom, total physical copies sold in that Oricon year, 5. So it doubled, 5.11. It went from 2.1 to 5.11. Then 2017, it goes up again. Not the craziest jump, but it goes from 5.11 to 5.85. 2018, currently still the biggest year, the second biggest year of My Hero Academia with 6.7 million copies. Then 2019, for whatever reason, My Hero dipped dramatically, and if I'm not mistaken, oddly enough, that's the time when that editor came in and was speeding My Hero Academia. How you go from the highest year you've had to low? And then 2020, it went up a little bit again. 2021, I want to say that's the year that they kicked old dude out, and boom, biggest year. 2021 to this point is the biggest year of My Hero Academia manga. 7 million sold. 2022, 5.3 million. It's crazy that My Hero, it's still, at the end of the day, with 5.3 million, it's still a bigger year than 2019, 2016, 2015. So it's still a bigger year than some of those previous years. But in terms of the Goliath of 2021, we are going to see, because the volumes are increasing, but the back catalogs are starting to slow down. It's like new fans aren't really gravitating towards My Hero. It's just the current fans are really pushing it forward. But yeah, people, if you're ever curious about the state of My Hero Academia, it's still wildly successful. It had its most successful year, and that was the year where Horikoshi announced that he was going to be ending it soon anyways. So yeah, My Hero Academia is still very successful, and it looks like whenever it does end, it's going out on the highest of notes.
Such an odd unique, yet I'm so unique, and you're looking at me. If the wolves could talk, they would probably repeat, and I'd probably say, bitch, get the fuck off me.